How does creation point to the Creator?
Well, what you notice in the Bible is that God begins his works of redemption before he creates anything, which implies that everything that God creates is for the purpose of making possible the redemption of billions of human beings into a loving relationship with himself. And one of the things I've been noticing as a research scientist is that every component of the universe, Earth and Earth's life, and every event in the history of universe, Earth and Earth's life, plays a role in making possible the redemption of billions of human beings in a relatively short period of time. Everything in creation points to the redemptive work of the Creator. That's what we're doing in our new books are actually playing that theme.
Really?
Matter of fact, what I've been doing with my research scientist friends who are not Christians, say, even if you don't believe this, do this as a scientific test. Do your scientific research from a Christian redemptive perspective and see if it doesn't make you a better scientist.
That's awesome. Okay. You want us to keep it rolling? Yeah. Okay. So how does creation point to Christ, or how? Okay. Hugh, how does creation point to Christ?
I get that question frequently from atheist scientists saying, okay, I see from your books how science reveals there must be a God, but why must it be the person of Jesus Christ? And so number one, we got things like the space-time theorems that prove there must be a God beyond space and time that created the universe. The fine-tuning argument tells us that this God must be a personal being, manifesting intellect, creativity, and power. Then we look at the laws of physics and the structure of the universe. We see that the laws of physics have been chosen by the Creator to be tools in his hands to redeem us from evil and actually to eradicate evil once and for all. This means we're looking at a redemptive God. In fact, if we look at creation from a redemptive perspective, it fits. Moreover, I would argue that the only way you can make sense of the science that we see in the realm of nature is if it's governed and created by a triune being. Science only makes sense from a Trinitarian perspective. That's probably more than 1 minute. We can
That's
get into
good.
that.
Why is that? Why is it
Let's
that...
make that a separate episode, because I think I've gone past the minute.
Oh, that's fine. Like I said, the Gospels program can be however long. We'll take
Okay.
1 minute segments out, or 1 minute-ish. It's more like the 2.5. Why is it that science only makes sense from a Trinitarian perspective?
Well, you got religions like Islam and Judaism, which says there's only one God, one person, one God, that's it. The problem of those religions, they can't explain the origin of love. Love, by definition, requires at least two personal beings giving love to one another and receiving love from one another. But then you've got Hinduism, which says there's millions of gods. And one of the things we notice about Hindu science, because you've got these millions of gods all participating in creation from different perspectives with different plans, they predict that the realm of nature is going to be filled with chaos, inconsistencies, incongruities. We don't see that. We look at nature, we see it's governed by a single purpose, a single plan, coming from a single mind. And this is the biblical doctrine of the Trinity, where you got one essence and three persons. Three persons in a loving relationship with one another before they create anything. And so in Christianity, God really can be the greatest of all entities, because he's experiencing love before he creates. He is not compelled to create. Create is a choice. And yet also explains why the record of nature has such a consistent and harmonious revelation.
Praise the Lord.
Oh Lord,